Well, in Bengaluru, where 4 pothole deaths have been reported in a month, in a span of 48 hours, 2 lives were lost on the same spot simply because of the same pothole. On October 6, an excise department official fell off his bike while trying to avoid a pothole, was crushed under a lorry in Bengaluru's Nelamangala area. Meanwhile, 2 days later on, October 8th, a pillion rider teenage girl fell off her scooty and was run over by a truck as the rider tried to avoid the pothole. Both incidents come just 2 days before the government's third deadline for fixing potholes, which ends today.
An accident ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೈಸ್ ರೋಡಿಂದ ತಾವರೆಕೆರೆಗೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಗಲಾಟೆ. ಜನಗಳು ನಾವು ಕೆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಇದಾಗಿದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಎರಡು ತುಂಡಾಗೋಗಿ ಬದುಕಿದಿರೋದೇ ಹೆಚ್ಚು. ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ತಿರೋದ, ನನ್ನ ಬಾಮೈದ ತಿರೋದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ 4-5 ಜನ ತಿರೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್. ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಒಂದೇನೇ ಇದು.
बारिश आ गया तो ज़्यादा पानी इधर आ जाता है, फिर पानी नहीं जाता है सेपरेट साथ में. फिर स्कूल भी है उधर, स्कूल का बस भी आता रहता है, बहुत मुश्किल होता है. गाड़ी लोग 2 व्हीलर में आता है, वो स्लिप होके मर जाता है. तो 2-3 एक्सीडेंट हो गया, इसको 1-2 आदमी को पाँव टुटाया गया. तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. तो इलेक्शन पार्टी को बोलेगा तो नहीं समझता, वो बोल के हमको मुश्किल हो गया. फिर वो गुस्सा करता है, कैसा बात करना मालूम नहीं, कैसा मालूम रहता है.
In fact, initially Bengaluru Civic Body Chief had said that all the potholes would be fixed by September, following which the Karnataka government had promised to fix the bad roads by the 30th of September. After missing the second deadline, Karnataka Minister R. Ashok set yet another 10-day deadline, promising that all potholes would be filled and even warning of transfer or suspension in case of failure. Now, it is October 10th and 2 more lives have been lost, but the condition of the roads is just the same. Listen into the tall promises that were made earlier on by R. Ashok.
Once again, you're extending this by 10 days, you say?
Because of the rain. Plant not working, na? That's why. Okay. The plant not working means tar will not come to the spot. That's why I am extending the major roads, related bus routes. I am extending 10 days.
Some of the tender shop projects that have been taken up, no work is going on. In between the road, huge, holes have been dug up and left like that. We saw one accident recently which claimed a person's life because, they don't even barricade these holes. It's completely empty where a bike can go through it, water fills up. What are you doing about these kind of unscientific planning and also delay in the work?
Yeah, in this meeting also we discuss about the thing. Immediately the signal barricade have to done and immediate jelly mix have to temporarily. After that we can put the tar. Immediately jelly, at least jelly mix also you can pour that.
Are you going to take action against these erring officials in the BBMP? You've given a time limit, 10 days. If they do not work in each of the wards, in each of anywhere.
Already I told in the meeting. I taken a class. I already told in the meeting. Another 10 days, nothing doing. I will transfer all the engineers.
1 month, 4 deaths in Bengaluru city and Bengaluru urban rural limits. It's very unfortunate that these deaths have been caused because of the government's negligence, the government's absolute ignorance towards the needs of the people. We're talking about basic road infrastructure that is lacking in the IT capital of the country, Bengaluru city. In the latest, 2 people have died on this very stretch of road that we're at, just near Magdi Road. In fact, this is a little after the Nice Road junction of Magdi Road on the main road, where 2 people, both bikers, in fact, one a government official, another a woman, fell off their bikes and both of them were run over by a lorry in the same manner. All this because the road was, in fact, not in a proper condition. It was riddled with potholes. In a bid to avoid slipping on the pothole, they've in fact, had to turn right. They've had a fall over this very pothole and both of them have died. Now, to top it all off, Bengaluru city has been witnessing heavy rains, at least for the past 1 month now, which has only made the roads even more slippery, allowing water to accumulate in these potholes, only furthering the chances of commuters slipping on this. It's really unfortunate that despite multiple promises by the government, we first saw the BBMP commissioner coming out and stating that they would fill up all the potholes in the city by September. Now that was not done. Now they took another deadline extension of September 30th, and in fact that was also not done. They took another deadline extension. The Revenue Minister R. Ashok said that October 10th, we would see all the roads of the city being filled up and being fixed. A third deadline. And despite that, in fact, false promises is what taxpayers are having to deal with. It really makes one wonder what it will take for the government to wake up. Despite 4 deaths, there's not been 4 reported deaths. Let me remind you, there are many that were unreported. We'll have to wait and see what the government does. In Bengaluru, video journalist Nagendra, this is Neha Hebale for Mirror Now.
Let me go across to Tara Krishnaswamy, as an activist, joining us on the phone line. Thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now. This is, I really don't know what to say, because time and time again we're seeing this issue cropping up, especially where Bengaluru is concerned. And this time there have been 2 deaths due to the very same pothole. Multiple deadlines have been passed, and yet the authorities, the government, are just not bothered.
Yeah, it is really quite shocking, and it's very difficult for citizens and residents for Bangalore to deal with this on an ongoing basis. See, the interesting thing is that, most of us, you and I, only if we make a mistake, we get hauled into court for things that we screw up. These guys, to do their regular job of just filling potholes itself, the court needs to intervene. High Court of Karnataka, this goes up to the High Court of Karnataka, they need to intervene and tell, the BBMP, which is the local corporation, to not only fill the potholes, to fill them in reasonably good quality so that every 2 or 3 months it doesn't, need to become a gaping hole again. And as the court has rightly pointed out, there are areas where there are very few or no potholes, like in the central areas. And in fact, the roads in front of the Secretariat and the Chief Minister's residence and things like that, always in perfect condition. Whereas, the roads elsewhere are, more holes, and you really need to search with some kind of a microscope to find a few inches of the road. So it is very clear that it is sheer neck. The BBMP is capable of reasonable work, but they refuse to provide the basic quality of the work. We must also acknowledge that the BBMP is half-staffed, and it is not in the BBMP's hands. Only half their full staff is available. Rest are open vacant positions for years now that the state government has not filled. It is not in the BBMP's hands to fill it. So on the one hand, you have a huge shortage of capacity. On the other hand, you have very, very poor quality work. And on the third, you have the court intervening on a basic job. The worst thing is that we don't have a corporation. The council, it has been over a year in the middle of the first wave of COVID that the term ended. They have not held elections. While we have had massive elections, we have UP local body elections where you've had 5 states go to elections. We have not had city corporation elections. As a result, we don't even have a place to go and complain. We don't have councillors. We have nobody to hold responsible. And instead, the state government and the local bureaucrats have been running this whole thing. And clearly, it has been it is not up to snuff. It has been shoddy business. So I think there's a tremendous amount of laxity on the part of the state government. There's no point blaming the corporation when they are neither adequately staffed nor the elections have been held. Really, the state government should be hauled up and held responsible for this.